Testing, 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 testing. All right, we'll see. All right, can everybody hear me now? All right, can everybody hear me now? Hello, hello, hello. Hopefully people can hear me, and see if we are already online. I'm trying to figure out. Miss Monica, can you hear me? Hello. Just trying to figure out, make sure that everybody can join in. Oh, all right. Are we back online? Are we back online? All right, we'll see if we're back online and see if we can get everybody back. Finally, all right. Hi, Ben, Jonathan, how are you? I hope that things are moving and getting ready. I'm trying to make sure that things are moving fine. Can you hear me, Jonathan? Can you hear me, Ben? Can you hear me? All right, let's go. Finally, it seems to be a bit of a lag, but finally we got everything working, and I'm glad that we're back online the way that sounds good. All right, finally, sound is good. So as you know, it's kind of difficult to communicate from space. So we are all the way out in looking at a small little world, the world that we love so much. And we're going to be going in different places today. And hopefully you will be able to kind of join in and join me and move forward and move through who we are. And we'll go all the way down to the rest of the world. And we have a special, very interesting point. So I was just watching Mr. Adam creating his world on the other New Minds video. And there's a little bit of surprise because I have also one of a great fan of fantasy, like he was reading and he was saying. So we'll go to some of the places which is really incredible that we can absolutely move. So without further ado, the first place that we're going to do is we're going to start our journey. We're going to start our journey from just our offices way back down in here in Dallas, Texas. So we're going to fly down all the way to the New Minds offices here in Plano, Texas, and from then on we're going to start and head down. As you can see, we'll see where we are. So we kind of make a frame of reference of where we're going. We're using Google Earth to move from the world all the way down to here, Dallas, Texas. in our Plano offices. So a fun little place that we get a chance to collaborate and work. And we are down here in Dallas. So we're going to go straight into the front door and so let you know where we're actually walking out of. So this from the straight door, and we'll be able to see these are our offices, and yeah, here we go. We are starting from the basketball court, and we are starting from the front door here in our offices. So this is where we get to go and go every day, our basketball court, and then from then on we get a chance. And this is the front door of our New Minds offices here in Plano, and we're going to fly from here to the rest of the world. All right. So yeah, there's a lot of people in Facebook, and Jonathan is there, and Monica, and Ben has joined, and Janet has joined as well. So thank you guys for all joining in and kind of going around the world. So we will be. So the best thing about being able to do this show is that I get a chance to take you in different places and kind of walk around the world in different areas. So one of the places that I wanted to take you today is that we're going to go across the world, and we're going to go to Egypt. And so let's fly all the way out back from the world, and we will just kind of zoom out. And from our offices in Dallas, we're going to go in around the world, and we're going to zoom out and go all the way down to Egypt. So as you can see, you'll be able to see right here, where Egypt is, all across the Atlantic, and right in Europe. And we'll be able to see from our world all the way down to Egypt. So Egypt is a country that is on the northern part of the African continent. And as you can see, this is where we're going to be. As we move out, this is where we're going to be. We're going to go to Egypt. We're going to see some of the pyramids. And afterwards, I'm going to show you how to do your own very own pyramid. So, as we do a walk, we'll be able to do that. And this can be a great place for playing some games and being able to also do, all the elements that we want to do. So as we move forward and we look through Egypt, we'll go to the different places. We'll see the pyramids. We'll see some of the different highlights, and then we'll go straight onto the street level, and we'll get a chance to walk right alongside the Nile. So let's go all the way down. So we will go all the way down to Egypt, and we'll follow all the way down to Cairo and the Nile. So as you can see, we're going to be very, very close. And let's go all the way down. And as we fly in, well, I guess we went into someone's house. So let's get out of someone's house and start kind of moving out. And let's get back out, because we went way too far and went right into someone's house. So this is the beauty of Google Earth. Everywhere and everyone from the world kind of just starts adding pictures from different places. And as we move down to these countries, we'll be able actually to see how they live. And here we go. We'll move forward, back down, and back down. And here's some of the great places. as we move forward and look through. So the first thing that we're going to go is let's go to the pyramids, which is one of the great places, in Egypt. The Pyramids of Giza. So here we go, going all the way down, and an amazing look at the pyramids. Incredible areas that you can see, and as you can see, there's so many places and so many pyramids, but we'll go straight down all the way to the front door of the pyramids, and you can see them live. And there we go. Some of the great pyramids of Giza. As you can see, all the tourists and the locals as well. The pyramids went all the way up. As you can see, we'll pan around and see some of the deserts and the rest of the places that are near the pyramids. But what an incredible sight! One of the amazing places here in our world. So as you can see, we'll be able to take the full range, and how the sun is coming up. We'll kind of move out a little bit, and some of the pyramids here in Giza as we move forward and pan around. Wonderful. As you can see, the pyramids are actually arranged in different places, and you can actually going to be able to zoom out and see the rest of the pyramids. So you'll see that we have not only the Great Pyramids of Giza, we have the other pyramids close by, and if you notice, we'll have 3 different pyramids that are kind of in line as the 3 pyramids are moving through. So, all right, we'll see. Oh, can't hear me. You can't hear me? Oh, still a problem. Kristen, can you still hear? I'm not sure if you're hearing me. I can't hear myself, but yeah. Do you see? You can really climb on them. Okay, perfect. You can hear me now. Tracy, thank you so much that you can hear me. So yeah, Kristen says that you can really climb on them, and kind of move all the way up. Now the pyramid it's incredible. There's several ways in which people think that they built them, but one of the amazing elements of the pyramids is how the engineering and all the engineering work that actually went into them. Not only the fully building them, but making sure there were different squares. And maybe some of you might know, but you can see that there's not only 4 sides to the pyramids. There's actually 8 sides, and you can see right in the center that there's a small little line. So as you can see that there's one wall from one side and one wall to the other. So, incredible places. So let's go all the way down and see some other pyramids. And soon, what we will be doing is that we're going to be building your actual pyramid. So we're going to be creating, from scratch, getting some materials, and then we're going to be building your pyramid. So then you can play and add it to your world, as Mr. Adam was saying. So incredible places here, of the Great Pyramid, and we'll move all the way down to the street level as well. So let's fly down to the pyramids so we can see all 3 of them and see a little bit of how they look. Incredible. So you can see how big these are. So as we get a little bit closer, you can see right here how small people look compared to the full size of the pyramid. You can see the size of the car to the size of the pyramids, and just amazing. And as we pan around, you'll be able to see in the horizon all the rest of the ruins and all the rest of the structure, and right across the street another one of the main pyramids. So incredible how they were built, how the rocks kind of just the boulders and were cut in order to make sure that they stand the length of time. So incredible places and incredible areas that we can see. So one of the interesting things that I love is, the ability to be able to see some of the other people that live there, how they live. You see how they kind of walk around. Some of the rest of the tourists, and you see some of the carts being drawn as well. So incredible places, and thank you to some of the tourists that have come in and some of the rest of the archaeologists that have come in and taking pictures of these great monuments. Let's zoom out a little bit and keep moving through the rest of the pyramids. And let's go down to some of the other areas that are close by, and just see them from another angle, right from the desert. So as we fly down to some of the smaller pyramids on the side, see how interesting, not only that they were also built in a group, there were smaller pyramids here, and then another 3 pyramids that were right beside. Let's go all the way down to the surface level. That way we can also see how 3 smaller pyramids were built, and then all the rest in accordance to the other main pyramids that you see on the side. So they were built on a very precise locations, and also were built on an incredible alignment. So you can actually, so we'll be able to see how these 3 kind of move right through. As we see the desert here in Egypt, and then we see the rest of the pyramids that come alongside. Beautiful places. So let's kind of zoom out from this area of Egypt, and let's go downtown. Let's go to some of the closer markets, and let's get close to the River Nile, which is close by as well. So as we take a closer look out and move away, let's go closer down to Cairo. So let's go fly down to Cairo and get a lot closer to this beautiful place. As we fly down and see some of the beautiful sights here in right downtown Cairo. I always love it how they see just a little cafe with all the tapestries and all the tables outside. You see all the apartment buildings, and we are already downtown. Kind of walking around and seeing just how interesting and how common and how much we have in common with the rest of the people in the world. So just a great afternoon in downtown Cairo. And as we move out, you'll be able to see a little bit more of the city and some of the great places that actually have close by. All right. So as you can see in Cairo, right beside, we have the River Nile. And the River Nile, crosses right in the middle of this whole area. So let's go down to the river and kind of do a little bit of walking around just across this whole area. So yeah, let's go down to the shores of the River Nile. And here we are in one of the parks, right across the side of the river. And there it is, right at the shores of the River Nile in Egypt. All the beautiful places and areas that kind of move alongside. Tracy says that, So yeah, this question. So it's like you said, camels are scary to ride, and yeah, there's a little cute guest house. Jonathan says, and Tracy, downtown Cairo, seems very like New York City. Okay, yeah, interesting. So. We'll leave the Nile and see if we can go a little bit down the way and see if we can get on closer to one of the areas right in the Nile. Let's see if we can go as we kind of zoom out again and kind of fly over. And we'll start moving along the Nile. So incredible areas. So let's zoom out. We were right at the edge of the river. So as you can see, here were the pyramids of Giza. And then we'll get closer. And as you can see, all these lush areas and places that we see. So yeah, amazing. So let's go to the Sphinx. So let's go to the Sphinx, which is another great monument. The Great Sphinx of Giza. So the Great Sphinx of Giza, is they commonly referred to as the Sphinx of Giza is just the Great Sphinx is a mythical creature. So and I'm sure that if you watch with Mr. Adam, and you'll be able to see while he does all the dungeon verse activities, sphinxes are part of this fantastical world. So as we go down to the Great Sphinx of Giza, we'll see, they were flying right over the Sphinx, and then we'll get straight close to it. And so here we go. Let's go all the way down, and we'll see the Sphinx very close up as we fly down and see as we pan around right in the desert. Here's one of the Great Pyramid, the second pyramid, and there it is. Incredible. The Sphinx. I'm going to try to see if we can get a closer look from another area. So let me zoom out a little bit and get right in front. So as you see how it was built, a huge structure. There we go. See if we can get it right from the front. And see if we can go straight in front and we can get a chance to, there we go, much closer. As we can see, the Great Sphinx of Giza. You see how the head of a woman and the body of a lion as it comes right down and then across. So another incredible area. So thank you, Kristen. So the Sphinx is right off the side of the pyramids, on the same side. Part of the tours that you get a chance to ride around in horses and kind of visit the entire site. So incredible. It's a beautiful place, and kind of brings back a lot of the incredible areas that we have here in our world. So let me kind of take you and on a great picture of both pyramids, both the Sphinx with the pyramids in the back. Yeah, incredible. There he goes. So yeah, two incredible pyramids in the back with the Greek Sphinx of Giza. So, Kristen, thank you so much, as you come in. So please let me know, where would you like to fly? Where would you like to go? So these are some of the great places. So for a few minutes, I wanted to make sure that we take home a little bit of this exploration. So for today's activity, I want to give you, if you get a chance, get a little bit of cardboard, just like this. And you can cut them up into little squares. And once you cut them up into little squares, we can cut them up into little triangles, just like that. And, as we kind of take them through. And once we do that, you'll be able to have one and color in one of the sides of the pyramids. And now, just with a little bit of tape, you can place them together. And so I'm going to do that now. I'm going to tape together. I'm going to tape together right from the back. Let's see if we can get tape right here. And tape the back, just like so. And you will be able to make your own pyramid that you can take, and with a little footing, you'll be able to have one of the Great Pyramids of Giza right at your own house. And if you're playing with Mr. Adam and you're playing Masters of the Dungeonverse and exploring the world, you can even add some of the little wizards, so we can play at home in your fantasy world and actually do some of the additional terrains. Doesn't that look cool? A great little pyramid with some miniatures and having lots of fun at home. So as we move out back, so let's fly back out and leave the Sphinx and the pyramids. And we'll still kind of look all the way up. There's the Nile, Cairo, and the rest. So please comment. So I see Shay, would you like to go? So what's the statue is anyone else going to make? What statue is everyone else going to make? Oh, that's a great question. Thank you. So, you can make pyramids. You can make have little miniatures as well that can you can use them to play around, and you can make them as small, as big as we can or as we want. But it's really interesting because that way we'll be able to explore the world, and as we explore the world, we'll be able to take some of them and make the world kind of more tangible to us right at home. So we'll be able to see all the places that we have been. So as we move out from all the way out, I have Shay. You say Basque. So let's see Basque. We got on here. Oh, Alexandria. Oh, let's go all the way down to the beach, right in front in Alexandria. Perfect. Let's fly down to Alexandria. Right of one of the port areas in Egypt. Alexandria, as you can see, is right beside the ocean. So let's go down and kind of walk around a little bit right at the edge, of, let's go to the library. And right at the edge of the world, we'll go straight right beside the library and kind of take a look right at the beach. Right alongside of the beach in Alexandria, you see the apartments, you see the beach, all the water. That's right on the side. There's some great, beautiful places. And we'll go to the Citadel of Quebec, which is another beautiful area right on the water. So we'll fly over it just for a little bit, and then we'll get right down, as you can see, a beautiful area. So the Citadel of Quebec is a 15th century defensive fort that was built to protect Alexandria. So you can see how the fort is completely around, and obviously there's a museum there. But let's go and take a quick look from the fort right out onto the beach. So let's fly down to the fort and take a beautiful area of the beach alongside the fort. A beautiful area that is right down and right on the side. So, incredible. Perfect. So, incredible, great area. And we will, we have been flying around Egypt looking through different places. We've gone to the Citadel of the Quebec. We actually been looking through the different areas that we have here. You can see all the incredible places. As you can see the fort, and as we move around with all the rest here in Cairo, and you can see the city as well, which is right in the back. Beautiful places that have come in. So, all right. So as we finally zoom out, we finally are zooming out and leaving, Cairo. We went to the Nile. We went to the different pyramids. We kind of walked around. We saw parts of the desert, as well as all the different beautiful places that here in Egypt. And we also get a chance to build our own little pyramid. So, kind of a great little activity that while we're stuck, here at home. So, and thank you, Miss Adam. I know that you're here. So, all the places that you have gone, and of course, a great place on earth, which is Egypt. As we walk around and we see even the bird's eye view of this great place in the world. And as we kind of zoom out for the rest of the world, here we are. That little spot is where we were in our world. And just to let us know, we here in Texas are way across the way. So on the other side of the world, we just spent a few minutes, less than half an hour, kind of flying around. And now you can see, from space, where this beautiful place is, Egypt. So as we move across, let's fly back down to our offices here in Texas, and let's go back to New Mines. So as we fly back down to Texas, here we go. So in a blink of an eye, we moved from our offices and our places here in Texas, right down the street in 75, and we flew all the way out to Cairo. We flew to the pyramids, and now we are back to a front door. Our front door in our offices here in Dallas. So an incredible kind of journey moving from our offices, kind of stepping out, and kind of after we step out, we kind of look through. So it'd be incredible. So there's all sorts of Egyptian music that we can definitely hear. So I'm going to be working on getting some additional things such as music from those areas, and getting also some of the local customs, and as well as foods and fashion, so we can see. And so join in tomorrow. So tomorrow we're going to be flying somewhere else. So please let me know. See where would you like to go? Well, where should we fly on tomorrow and see in this wonderful world of ours? That'll be great. So maybe we can do South America. We can go to Brazil, or maybe we can go all the way to Italy, back to Europe, or we can go to Asia. Or please let me know say, Mr. Walter, let's fly to these places, and I'll get our plane moving from our small place here in Dallas all the way back out to great places in the world. So let's move as we move back out to the world and see how small the world is, to be able to kind of walk around and just look from every which way. So thank you, Kristen, for one of the most famous singers of Arabic music. And she is Egyptian, which is Kulum, and you can definitely hear some of that, and I'll be playing some of that music. We're going places here in the United States. We'll be going places through Central America, through South America, through Asia, through Europe, and all the rest. And we're going to take a quick cold look. We'll go to the desert in Chile, and then we'll head up to Alaska, and we'll go up to all the farthest reaches, small little tiny islands in the Galapagos, to all the way to the North Sea, and we'll be able to walk around in this great journey, which is the Mr. Walter Around the World. So please leave your comments. I hope that you get a chance to see how I made this small little pyramid, and I hope that for your games that are coming up with Mr. Adam, and also through the games that you play at home, you'll be able to have that and have wonderful adventures as we go and look around the world. Please leave me your comments, and great to see you. Thank you so very much, and we will see you tomorrow for another place around the world. So as a final moments that we have, I compiled just a few fun facts about Egypt, where we went today, which is most of the ancient Egyptians' pyramids were built as tombs for the pharaohs, rulers of the ancient Egypt, and their families. To date, there's over 130 pyramids have been discovered in Egypt alone, so incredible place. The afterlife was an incredibly important to the Egyptians. They believed that by preserving the dead body of a person, they will go through the process of mummification. Their soul will live in the afterlife. The Great Pyramid of Khufu at Giza is the largest pyramid. It has an incredible structure, and fun fact, it weighs as much as 16 Empire State Buildings. Both Egyptian men and women wore makeup. So they wore eye makeup, and usually green, made out of copper, or black, which was made out of lead, as well as offering protection from the sun. Egyptians believed the makeup had magical healings and actually magical powers too. So unwrapped, if you take a mummy and you unwrap it, and you wrap all the bandages of these ancient mummies, it could stretch for almost 2 kilometers. So incredible. Some of the fun facts about Egypt, that place that we kind of went in today, and hopefully tomorrow we'll head out to some other great areas. And so have a wonderful day. Be safe. Enjoy that staying at home, and make sure that you let me know what places you would like to go tomorrow, and we'll be going in. Oh, all right, Jessica. Let's see, my son Holden would like to go to Machu Picchu tomorrow. Wonderful. Let's go to Machu Picchu. So sure, that is Jessica. That's a great place. Let's go to Machu Picchu, and I think we'll be able to take a ride on a balloon right on top of Machu Picchu. So I think it'd be great. So we have our place for tomorrow. Tomorrow we're flying to Machu Picchu. So tune in, and we'll see you around the world. All the best and have a great day.